Hand me that cat.
Okay, I wanted to give some background to the channel and why I started making these toy reviews. I'm not a professional reviewer by any means. These toys and figures aren't sent to me. I'm a working class guy. I go to work. After work, if I see a cool toy, I'm more than likely going to buy it. So I figured I'd review them, maybe give some information out there, give a normal person a chance to see it. It's an unbiased review. It's, like I said, it's going to be a toy that really looked cool to me and I'm going to buy. And any info I can give to a normal person, I figured why not. So today, Batman the Animated Series. This was a cartoon that many of us grew up watching in the 90s. They did make toys in the 90s for them. And I didn't know these toys were even coming out. I've seen in like posts, I've seen people selling them. I thought maybe they were selling the 90s ones. So yesterday, I was in my local comic book shop and I seen these beautiful looking, you know, Batman the Animated Series toys, updated. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Enjoy. Well, for this review, I'm mainly going to focus on the figures that I bought yesterday, actually. And obviously, we're looking at the main man right there, Batman. And I'm not going to make seven different episodes to talk about these Batman the Animated Series figures, because the chances are, if you like one, you are going to like all of them. Unless you're just dead set on getting every Batman figure, any series like Arkham Asylum figures or DC Direct or Hot Toys. Unless you're just a Batman fan, if you like the animated series, you're gonna get all these figures. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna do 7 different reviews. I may open another figure, crack them out, and show you in this review. But for now, we're gonna focus on Batman, and there he is. He's a really nice looking figure. This is a remake, of course, of the early 90s figures. Those figures had really no articulation, where now we have hip joints and hip swivels, and the leg comes up sideways, the knees bend, the ankles bend. So he is loaded with articulation, which is nice. In a figure that we don't see the articulation points. They're hidden well. That's also a nice touch. What was so great about the way they drew Batman in that cartoon is it wasn't all muscle bound. It wasn't about muscle and brawn. It was about smarts. It was more of a detective series. He does come with a nice little batarang. He comes with a little grappling hook, doohickey, and extra sets of hands. He does come with a stand that is kind of disappointing, and I'll get into that later. But just for this first part, I wanted you to be able to see how cool the figure looks out of the package there. One of the key things that really stuck out for me in this figure is the head articulation. When I saw it in the package, I didn't even think the head was going to move the way it sat on the cowl. And then when I started moving it, they really see what a great job they did. You can, even when you're looking at it now, you can barely tell if the head would be able to move or not. I really appreciate that. That's a big thing if you're a Batman collector, is how that head swivels in that cowl without anything funky going on. So I really like that. I wanted to point that out. So on the left, you'll see like how flush the cheekbone and the head is to the neck, hiding that articulation. The Batman on the right, I think Mattel did this Batman. I bought it so long ago. But you can see how the head pops out from the neck. It's a great figure, but it's kind of a funky look. You can even see on the back there. Whereas this guy, it's a nice job. Probably the best I've seen in a Batman figure. It really is. Let's just get this out of the way now. I appreciate that they gave us a stand, but it's not a very good one. I even don't like this convention style design they put on there, almost like a blueprint. Probably looked cool at a convention like San Diego Comic-Con when people were taking pics of figures, but this prototype look, I just don't dig. The point is to kind of counterbalance the figure and it works well enough for certain poses, but this is kind of loose. I found no way of tightening it. I may glue it actually, just so I can actually get some real use out of it. They all come on a stand. I don't like it. As a toy collector, one of the things you look at and you struggle with is if I should take a toy out of the package. And partly that decision is how well of a card it is. And this is a very beautiful card. I mean, you see the silhouette of Batman in the background. You see you have the Penguin here, and he sits up above the card print in a really nice setting. There's the Penguin written on the side. They even have the sculptor's name, which I think I've ever seen before in a toy. Maybe I just haven't noticed. That exact, almost a complaint for me. I love taking my toys out of the package. So when I buy a figure that has such a beautiful card, I'm almost slightly disappointed. Because if the card is crappy, I'm just going to rip them right out with no guilt. I actually feel guilty taking these guys out of the package. The back, however, I do like when they have like that old school with all the other figures on the back of the box. This doesn't do that. It kind of finishes the silhouette of Batman. But I can't stress enough how cool this card is. They look great. They really do look great in the package. And that's partly why I grabbed them up so quick. Usually I don't have the money to buy a whole set, and I'm not even finished with this set, but I had to grab all of them. And that's a huge compliment to how great a figure these are. I hope this helped your decision in buying these guys. I would rush out and get them while the price don't go up. I paid about $22 a piece for these. So yeah, Batman the Animated Series. Check them out.